all know it's difficult to look feminine in the winter. Our clothing gets thicker, looser, darker, and we can often feel kind of frumpy. So today we're going to be... Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and I run the blog called Mrs. Midwest. If you didn't notice, we're doing a pretty fun topic today. We're talking about feminine winter clothing. I have received this question from you guys so many times and I think it's a fabulous topic, partially because I just love talking about feminine clothing, but also because your girl lives in the north. Even though I am from the Midwest, I live in the northern part. I have snow on my front lawn currently. So yes, I am wearing this coat on a regular basis, even though it's only November. Yay! Anyways, I wanted to break down with some pictures and advice my ideas about feminine winter clothing. We all know it's difficult to look feminine in the winter. Our clothing gets thicker, looser, darker, and we can often feel kind of frumpy. So today we're going to be running through the 5 areas of feminine winter clothing, and of course we are also going to be having some photo evidence. So without further explanation, let's dive into the first part, which is all about color. Color is usually the first thing I talk about with these feminine clothing videos, probably because it's the easiest way to look more feminine in your clothing. All you have to do is wear the current clothes that you love, but in feminine colors. Okay, so we're going to be looking at more neutral colors, especially for outerwear. Lighter coats just tend to look a little bit more feminine. Go for the beiges, taupes, lighter grays, whites, creams, or even consider a pop of color like a red, blue, green, etc. Color is a really wonderful and easy way to make anything look more feminine, especially things that are loose. So if you're going to wear a lot of loose sweaters this winter, try going for some ivories, caramel colors, maybe some lighter colors, and try including more of a pop of color in your clothing as well. You can wear colorful boots, you can have a colorful purse, maybe something that's even in a lighter color, something that's just going to lighten things up and look a little bit more feminine. You can honestly still get away with a lot of those typical winter clothings like loose sweaters and hoodies. If you wear them in a feminine color, it'll automatically look way more feminine. This is my little trick. If I'm going to wear a really loose, kind of frumpy looking sweater, I'll wear it in a pink or a white or something that just looks a little lighter and breezier. Don't forget too, my friends, my ladies, your color season is everything. So I have a light spring color season that's really important when you're looking into including more color into your wardrobe. You don't want it to be unflattering. So even though jewel tones look so beautiful in the winter, not everybody can pull them off. I like to go more for those lighter beige kind of colors, pastels, things that aren't too harsh on my skin. Meanwhile, some women can get away with like a bright red, jewel toned, ruby dress in the winter and look amazing. Okay, so look, of course, for your color season, but don't be shy, don't hide away from those colors. And yes, there are certain colors that look a little bit more winter. So if you're going for like a light spring green, it's gonna look out of place in the winter. So this video really isn't just how to look more feminine in winter, it's how to make sure you still look wintry in feminine clothing. So make sure you are going for those winter tones and colors. Make sure they're flattering to your color season, but honestly, a pop here, a pop there, a full-on monochromatic look, whatever you want to do, it can really add some sparkle. So this brings us to number 2, which is of course going to all be about silhouette. I have drilled this into you in my other videos, I hope, but you can get away with more masculine colors if you want and still look feminine if you have it in a feminine silhouette. So the silhouette is really about showing your womanliness. Now, this doesn't mean you need to go all out showing your skin, blah, blah, blah. I always talk about that. It just means highlighting features that make you look feminine, i.e. your waist, your legs, your neck, your arms. How do you do this though without showing skin? Well, you show the silhouette. This is why turtlenecks are my favorite, because I got a long neck like a giraffe and I like showing it in a turtleneck, okay? If you really love your arms, you know, instead of having this loose kind of thing on your arm, wear a sweater with a fitted sleeve. Have a coat with a belt, waist emphasis. Maybe wear a tall boot. You know, tall boots look very feminine. Men do not typically wear those, and you can wear that with a jean or even a skirt and you got a feminine look going. Don't shy away too in winter of a chunky block heel that can lift your whole body, lift your booty a little bit and make you look more feminine. Honestly, one of the best things for my hourglass ladies is to waist emphasis always. And I know this is difficult in winter because everything is really loose. So the way I combat this is by wearing a lot of high-waisted skirts, high-waisted pants, and coats that go in, can we see, in the middle. So wear a belt if all else fails, but really focus on that in-out shape. So when you're dealing with silhouette, make sure it fits your body type too, because there are some of you beautiful women out here who have amazing legs and maybe more straight up and down middle. So waist emphasis is going to look fine on you, but it's not your best look. For those ladies, I encourage you, show off those legs. Wear a nice jean, wear even a fitted skirt, tall boots, or skinny jeans with a wider sweater. You know, y'all look amazing in those outfits that I don't really pull off. So try to really expand your wardrobe in the area of silhouette if you wear a lot of dark colors. I do this because I wear a lot of dark turtlenecks all winter. You know that. And so I like to make it still look feminine with my silhouette. I make sure it's a fitted turtleneck. I pair it with a skirt. Do not be mistaken. You can find outerwear in feminine silhouettes. Sometimes it might have to be vintage. So if you have a lot of that boxy kind of like Patagonia hiking girl kind of look, you know, wear it in a feminine color. If you don't want feminine colors in your wardrobe, you're gonna have to go for a more feminine silhouette if you still want that feminine look. So I cannot stress this enough. The region from your chest, your bosom, you know, your chest to like your belly button, that's often really loose in a lot of modern clothing for whatever reason. So if you can get a more fitted sweater, fitted coats around your chest that kind of hugs that rib cage part of your body, that will look very feminine, because that's a petite hourglass part of most women's bodies. So if you want to kind of hug your chest a little bit more, you know, you don't need to put the girls on for complete show, but just having something that skims it a little bit more will look much more feminine. So let's dive into the third area, which is all about details. Now, detailing is a wonderful way to express femininity in winter, because again, we have these big pieces and you have to wear them, okay? We're not out here gonna be freezing cold wearing clubbing dresses in the winter. Not a cute look. Because as you know in my ladylike style videos, which is slightly different than the femininity videos, but if you wanna look ladylike, you have to be contextual with your clothing. So you have to have clothing that fits the environment you're in. This is why the hack to feminine clothing in winter isn't just, ooh, put on a tiny dress and heels. No, then you're not gonna look ladylike, okay? It's kind of like this crazy game we're playing where we're trying to balance everything. So if you wanna look feminine in winter, you don't need to skimp down. What you need to do is play with detailing, silhouette color, blah, blah, blah. But detailing is my favorite one, because you could wear a puffy sleeping bag, and if it has feminine detailing, you're gonna look more feminine, okay? What do I mean by feminine detailing? I mean exaggerated faux fur, like what you're seeing right now. Metallic kind of details, gold, silver, scalloped edges on a coat, some embroidery. Embroidery is a wonderful way to look more feminine in your clothing, including detailing on your coats, on your jeans, on your boots, having a little extra pizzazz, you could say. Something that's just a little bit more ornate, a pop of lace here and there. It's going to look more feminine because it's going to look a little bit more delicate. So add some more detailing, or purposely buy clothing that has that detailing already. You can kind of fake detailing as well with accessories. I love detailing because it kind of feels kind of festive. It's fun to wear a ribbon on you, or like a little bit of metallic sparkle, especially around the holidays. If you want a New Year's Eve look especially, detailing is the way to go. Have those scalloped edges, include some metallic in your wardrobe, and just make sure that your coat isn't just a plain coat, you know? Spice up the buttons, make those little details look more feminine by having more shine, sparkle, lighter colors, delicate, intricate, kind of botanical patterns, lace. It's all going to contribute to that feminine look. Detailing is the way to swim out of a really puffy coat and still look feminine, okay? So really include those kind of exaggerated things. I think detailing especially can make you feel like, ooh, like this is a lot. You know, when I put on this coat, I was like, whoa, this is a lot of faux fur. But then you just kind of own it and you're like, wow, like this is my feminine outfit. So with detailing, make sure that it's noticeable enough to contribute to the outfit, and don't be shy. Include that detailing. It's really gonna elevate your feminine look. This brings us to number 4, which is, of course, accessories. I go into this in all of my feminine clothing videos, but I don't think it could be more important than in winter, because again, we're wearing layers. We're feeling a little bit frumpy. So the way to look more feminine is to have those earrings, have some pearls in the winter, wear hats, scarves. Honestly, I don't think there's anything more feminine than a pair of fuzzy earmuffs, and yes, I plan on finding some for myself this winter. Fuzzy gloves, driving gloves, slender faux leather gloves with a big faux fur cuff can look really feminine. Having some slender boots on, puffy boots, things that are just kind of luxurious and fluffy can look really feminine in winter. You can also do up your accessories with colors, not just the detailing. You can have a pop of color here and there, which will really elevate a look. Also in winter, more is more with accessories. You know, carry a purse, wear a hat, have your mitts, have a scarf. It doesn't look too much, and it's very practical for the environment in which you're dealing with. I love wearing a hat, driving gloves, a scarf, carrying a purse, and wearing big, thick boots when I go out into the cold, even if it's just to the grocery store. Okay, so more is more. Also, wear a chic pair of sunglasses in winter. Sunglasses protect your eyes from the cold, which I have found. I love this little tip, but they also look really chic with a coat. So a nice pair of sunglasses with a thick winter coat. And try to go for purses still in the winter. I know it's really tempting to carry around a frumpy satchel or a backpack, but you know, try to be a little bit more delicate and never underestimate the power of color with your accessories. You know, underneath your outerwear, make sure your accessories really contribute to your outfit. You know, if you're just wearing kind of a loose sweater and leggings and you're feeling like, this is kind of boring, throw on a pearly necklace, throw on some big snowflake earrings, wear some bracelets, wear some tall boots. There are ways to upgrade your outfit without being uncomfortable. Again, never underestimate the power of a puffy hat or puffy mittens. It just makes us look so cute, like little snow bunnies. Highly recommend. Okay, the final area is all about hair and makeup. Now, I know not all of you beautiful people wear makeup, but I do think that hair and makeup is a really easy way to look more feminine in winter. If you want to look more feminine, even with like big sweaters and things like that, really focus on your hair. I think in summer, it's easier to be lazy with our hair. It's really hot, you know, a messy bun is cute, but in winter, it can be really helpful to make sure that your hair is on point. Big bouncy curls, you know, with a loose sweater can make you look so much more feminine. Putting a really delicate high or low bun in your hair, having braids, wearing different hats, you know, experimenting with your hair and making it look really polished can elevate your look, and it can take an easy sweater and leggings to a higher level. This is also true with makeup. I really enjoy having, you know, a berry lip in winter. It's just so nice. A lot of us get a little bit paler in winter. So a berry lip or something a little bit darker can make you look more feminine so easily. It just draws attention to that feminine feature you have, your beautiful lips. And you, again, can wear that boring sweater and leggings and boots if you want, but with a darker lip, it can really pull things together a lot more. I like even experimenting with like a frosty winter look. Have like a snow theme, or I'll have, you know, that warm berry kind of makeup that I love in winter. You know, wear your blush, ladies, wear your blush in winter. Look warm, look toasty. And again, your hair is so important in winter. Make sure as well, this is on a practical note, that you're not heat damaging or cold damaging your hair. Hair can get really dry and brittle in the dry and brittle winter time, so make sure you're doing your hair care. I have other videos about that, but seriously, make sure your hair is protected in winter. Also, for anyone out there who's gonna be skiing this winter, I do a lot of skiing in the winter. It's beautiful to have your hair out for show in like a braid outside of your helmet or your hat, but honestly, it's not worth it. It does make you look more feminine, but I encourage you to leave that braid inside your turtleneck while you're skiing, because that cold air can really damage the ends of your hair, especially if you have delicate or damaged hair. It's not going to be worth it. So as you're going out, even for my non-skiers, if you're going to the grocery store, if you're going to be outside a lot, try to protect your hair, you know, inside a hood, and make sure that things are going to be protected, because it's not worth it to damage your hair, because we want our hair to be fresh and beautiful for the summer. We don't want to damage it all winter. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I know it can be really difficult to look feminine in winter. I hope this was helpful. Again, it's just the same principles I've talked about in my other videos. You know, make sure that you are experimenting with color. You're focusing on your silhouette, and if all else fails, you don't want to deal with your color or your silhouette, focus on accessories, hair, and beauty, because that can really pull together a more androgynous look to make it look more feminine. That's a very common practice for so many women. So in total, if you liked the video, please click the like button. It does help grow our community. If you're interested in more of this kind of content, I have other style videos about femininity and how to look more or less ladylike, so please check those out. I also have a fashion series that I wrote on my blog over the summer. And in total, I hope you have a wonderfully warm and wintry week, my beautiful sisters.